It's Amy, your Gray Girlfriend, and welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. First, let me say that I'm so happy and grateful that you're here with me. Out of the more than 3 million podcasts available, you chose this one, so thank you. This podcast was created for high-achieving women, real women who face and conquer real challenges, real women who are ready to take their lives to the next level. Between us all, we've been through it all, and I'm here to tell you, you can thrive despite it. So whether you're commuting to or from work or doing one of the other 50,000 things you do on a weekly basis, pop in your earbuds, my friend, and let's go. Hello, everyone. This is Amy. I hope this finds you and yours happy and well. Before we get started, I invite you to join me on Wednesday, June the 24th at noon Eastern Time for a special online event called Summer Reset. I created this event for my podcast listeners, my newsletter subscribers, and social followers who are curious about RTT and who are ready to go a little deeper without stepping into one-on-one work. Summer Reset is designed to feel personal and supportive and focused. For those of you who are a bit camera shy, I want you to know that I will be able to see all attendees, but attendees cannot see each other. And that means you can show up privately and comfortably without distraction or comparison. So if you're curious about RTT and you've been wanting a space that feels safe and meaningful, Summer Reset may be exactly what you're looking for. Tickets are on sale now with early bird pricing. Just go to the events tab on my website, amyblairlawson.com, or you can email me at hello@amyblairlawson.com and I'll send you a link. Now, back to the podcast. Today's episode is entitled, Imagine a World Where Everyone Knew That They Were Enough. So imagine that. Imagine a world where everyone knew that they were enough. Not someday, not when they achieved more, not when they healed everything, fixed everything, proved everything, but now. What would change? Would we still overwork to prove our worth? Would we stay in relationships that ask us to shrink? Would we silence our voice in rooms we were born to lead? Or would we finally exhale and become who we were always meant to be? Here's what I've learned on my own journey of personal and spiritual growth and development, a path that winds along the intersection of neuroscience, in-depth psychology, and human transformation. The belief that I am not enough is not a truth. It's a pattern, and patterns can be changed. But to understand how, we have to go deeper. Because this belief doesn't live in our thoughts alone. It lives in our nervous system, in our bodies, and the unconscious architecture of our identity. Carl Jung once said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So many of us are living out unconscious stories of inadequacy, stories we didn't choose, moments from childhood, cultural conditioning, subtle cues about who we needed to be to belong. And over time, the brain does what it does best. It wires those experiences into identity, not because they're true, but because they're repeated. Neuroscience tells us that the brain is constantly predicting who we are based on the past. So if you've rehearsed not enough long enough, your brain begins to treat it as fact. And here's the dangerous part. You don't just think you're not enough. You start to organize your entire life around it. You overgive, you overachieve, you overanalyze. You become exceptional at proving your worth while quietly believing you have none. And from the outside, it can look like success, but on the inside, it feels like never arriving. So how do we change something this deeply wired? Not by forcing new thoughts, not by layering affirmations over old wounds, but by understanding the following. Your brain is not trying to sabotage you, it's trying to protect you. That belief, that I'm not enough belief, was once adaptive. It helped you belong. It helped you survive. It helped you navigate a world where being accepted felt essential. But what once protected you is now limiting you. And this is where transformation begins. Not in self-judgment, but in self-awareness. When you begin to observe the pattern instead of unconsciously living it, you create space. And in that space, something powerful happens. You realize, hey, I'm not my pattern. And from there, you can begin to rewire through repetition, through emotional safety, through new experiences that contradict the old story. This is not mindset work alone. This is identity work. because you don't rise to the level of your goals. You live from the level of your identity. So the question becomes, who are you being? Are you being the woman who is still trying to earn her worth? Or are you willing, just for a moment, to experiment with being someone who already has it? Not because you've proven it, because it was never missing. This is where neuroscience and something deeper, something almost sacred meet. Because when someone truly begins to feel, I am enough, their nervous system softens, their voice steadies, their presence expands. They stop chasing validation and start creating from truth, and that changes everything. Their relationships shift, their work becomes more aligned, their impact deepens, not because they're doing more, but because they're finally being fully themselves. And here's what's most extraordinary. When one person embodies, I am enough, it gives others permission to do the same. And this is how it spreads. Not through force, but through resonance. So I want to leave you with this. What if the life you're trying to build is waiting on the identity you're ready to claim? And what if nothing about you needs to be fixed, only remembered? Imagine a world where everyone knew they were enough. It doesn't start out there. It starts here, with you. And I'm here to help. I'm wishing you peace and plenty of all good things. Until next time, this is Amy, your gray girlfriend. Hey, it's Amy. Did you know that what we tell ourselves about ourselves impacts every decision we make? Every decision. So if you're feeling stuck in any aspect of your life, RTT can help. Want to know more? Go to amyblairlawson.com or click on the calendar link in the show notes to schedule your complimentary 30-minute consultation. Oh, one last thing. I can't forget the legal stuff. You know what I'm talking about. The language a lawyers write that I have to read to you. Well, here it goes. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. While I am a rapid transformational therapy practitioner, a certified divorce financial analyst, and a licensed investment advisor, this podcast is not intended as a substitute for a private session or a consultation. Got it? All right. Until next time, wishing you peace and plenty of all good things.